I expect Magistrate Waldheim would be well versed in the subject of grimoires. If you would be so kind as to follow me, I shall take you to the one you seek.
The vanguard is yours. Lead on.
That went as well as we might have hoped. Let us cast our eyes about and analyze the situation.
Hang in there.
To go.
Come on, have a...
I shan't let them harm you.
This brute has quite the temper.
I do not use their range to our advantage.
No moral here.
Battle is yours.
I'll put an end to the master.
My legs are stiff as boards after training.
Pray, slow your feet. You run too fast.
Ho there. Might I beg a favor of you? You have my gratitude.
It is good to see people in such high spirits. Not much going on.
I overheard some of the soldiers standing guard outside the palace, discussing a curious rumor.
Oh, did it pertain to the Queen Regent? And an important personage, perchance?
Indeed. Some suppose there is more to her relationship with this Batali dignitary than is publicly known.
Oh, on the hunt for the grimoire entitled Tower. One moment. Here it is. You may take it. I can cast no magics myself, after all. Left in... not to mention, I've already read. I begin to doubt I will e'er find the time to read.
These writings could be of import.
Let's have a look then.
should tell you, never before have I so fully grasped my own powerlessness.
An unsettled mind begets an...
I fear I've much to attend to.
Yeah? What is it?
I fear I've much to attend to.
See what I can find.
Life's been pretty kind to me.
Well met, sir. How was the day treating you then?
Seems my feet always lead me here. Welcome. If you think me a liar, then buy some. The creation of a masterpiece takes time. Many thanks to you.
Peruse at your leisure,
I could
sir.
scarcely hear myself think.
Why is everyone always in such a hurry? Well, if you think me a liar, then buy some. The creation of a masterpiece takes time. Hope to see you again.
Bigger the crowd, less I do.
Well, if you think me a liar, then the item you requested is complete. Here you are, sir. Ah, I see you desire one of my masterpieces. Very well. I shall have your order crafted in good time. A little patience is all I ask. Many thanks to you.
You might say that the purpose of a forgery is limited only by one's own imagination.
'Tis certainly identical to the original. I dare say anyone would be fooled by it.
Reckon I could best any of these. So here's a welcome sight. Loyalty's just another way to save your own skin.
Welcome. If you think me a liar, then buy something and see the truth for you. The item you requested is complete. Here. Ah, I see you desire one of my masterpieces. Very well. Hope to see you again. Might as well take a look. While you're here, eh? Many thanks.
'Tis most exhilarating to hand over such a sum.
An investment made for safer travels can hardly be called extravagant.
Have you found any grimoires? Very well. Then your trial is complete, and patience, my pupil. I merely... Well, well, take caution in the practice of magic. I hope you're made of sterner stuff than that. You bear the talent for the acquisition of magics. One I would nurture by teaching you the culmination of my art. I do not do so lightly, for this technique is volatile in the extreme.
Pray, follow me.
It was my own choice to send her away for reasons I do not care to share with you.
This hustle and bustle puts me right at home. Might as well take a look while you're here, eh?
This crowd, good medicine for my ringing ears.
There are quite a few beastrons are in Batal, but you scarce see them this side. Strange, that.
Is this some manner of trial?
Why? Peruse at your leisure, sir.
This isn't the way to our destination.
Welcome, sir. If you, after all, 'tis folly to linger on a single vocation. How goes the collection? Made any progress? Always a pleasure.
Well met, sir. How might I be of service?
I'll sleep like a log.
We seem to... have arrived without issue. But are we safe here? Ah, a ballista. These have quite a long range.
'Tis a glad thing we happened upon this. Unleashing it during combat ought to fluster our foes.
Polish up my gear for
Not a care in the world. Just as it should be.
Time for a few sips. Well now, have you come for a dip in the hot spring? Or mayhap to speak with me? Is that right? Suppose I can indulge consarn it. Well, have you come for a dip in the hot spring? Brilliant. That's kind of ye. I was just craving some more of this. But what are you hoping for, cuz? Suppose I could oblige a fellow arisen. What? Hadn't you noticed? That's a bit embarrassing, eh? I'm a former arisen. Mine, one who couldn't fell his dragon. And if there's aught more shameful than that, I've yet to hear of it. In my case, it all came down to a lack of skill. Mayhap I could fell such a beast now, but my dragon's long gone. Brings a tear to your eye. But don't cry for me, cuz. Just know that you've got my full support. I'll be glad to see ye succeed where I want. Only, don't do it for me. Do it for yourself. Bring your... I've just remembered. I've got something for ye, cuz. Here you are. Reckon you... Care to join me for a glug or three, cuz? Damn near brings a tear. This is for ye, cuz. Care to join me for a glug or... Damn near brings a tear to... This is for ye, cuz.
Would that I could spend all day here.
This armor's seen better days. I know that lass from somewhere.
I've weapons to... Truth be told, I'm of half a mind to pack up and leave. What with the... The volcano... Much obliged.
Well, it takes two to make a sale. And this cellar had nothing to tempt us with. Our funds are better...
You know, I'd not recommend camping. You'll awake neath a blanket of ash. I can give you a roof over your head at least. Much obliged. You're no soldier. I'd not recommend camping. You'll awake neath a blanket of ash. I can give you a roof over your head at least. Always a pleasure.
Look! Master, a treasure chest. We shall have to find a way to reach it.
You're such a
Now you. Done it.
You know, Sol, I'd not recommend camping. You'll awake neath a blanket of ash. I can give you a roof over your... at least. Much obliged.
There are useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here?
Look out! Natter! Shame I've no advantage against this foe. Are we all in the same boat? At last, a chance to use it. We've earned ourselves a pat on the back.
Overconfidence is an enemy in and of itself. Let us instead strive to better ourselves with every battle.
How do you like that? I hope you weren't expecting mercy. Our most priority is to douse those flames.
This patrolling does a number on my shoulders.
This place makes my hair stand on end.
Oh, a ballista!
You know, I'd not recommend camping. You'll awake neath a blanket of ash. I can give you a roof... Of your head, at least. Always a pleasure. You know, I'd not recommend camping. You'll awake neath a blanket of ash. I can give you a roof... Over your head, at least. Much obliged.
Ooh, I can't wait to find out what's inside.
As a matter of fact, after we call on you to carry the burden we cannot, you must help me. Your toil keeps me light on my feet. You have my protection.
I grant your weapon a magical boon. Feast your eyes on this!
The enemy has called reinforcements. It seems they mean to match our might through strength and numbers. Are you in need of healing, Arisen?
Give no quarter!
I am well aware of the particulars. Use these flames to smite our enemies.
Come on! Don't drag it!
A flawless execution.
Would that we might always be so in step, eh?
As a matter of fact, one master I served was quite the carefree soul, shunning armor in all its forms.
You've given me much to think about. A good sleep does wonders.
Come, we've much to be getting on with. Feeling rested, I trust? Sarsara has gone to the mountain base cave alone, It sounds a perilous place. We ought hasten to her side. Follow me. Master, I shall guide you to the location.
Well, now, isn't this lucky? Someone who knows the way. There are useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here?
I'll get that for you. Where the sludges?
We have no means of exploiting our enemy's weakness.
I grant your weapon a magical boon.
Over here, if you please.
Well done.
One might confidently call that a resounding victory.
Well, I'm sure there's still... room for improvement.
It is raining most heavily. A characteristic of these climbs, mayhap?
We cannot hope to wait it out. We must press on.
I shan't let them harm you.
I can't wait to find out what's inside.
Might we remove this hindrance sign?
Just say the word, and I'll bring yon pillar crashing to the ground. Shall I assist?
These flames will smite our enemies.
I hope you weren't expecting mercy.
Such treasures are seldom found.
Master, do take care not to throw it away by the
Freshly rusted in the eyes, this battle ought to be in our favor.
Try not to get it, lest all that bin go to waste.
Over here, if you would. Now here's a surprise.
The thrill of discovery never gets old.
Interesting. I shall have to inform my own master of this. To charge ahead may be to rush headlong into danger. Let us take care to move as one.
Pray, speak up should you notice aught amiss.
Let our foes cower before lightning.
Most effective.
We've arrived, just at...
If 'tisn't the Arisen, well, I'm faring just fine. In fact, I've done it! See? 'Tis a blaze hammer. All that's left is to get this to the forge outside the cave. I hope you're ready, Arisen, as there's not a moment to spare.
Make haste for the cave exit. 'Tis uncommonly rare. I look forward to informing my own master of its finding. when I return beyond the rift.
Pray, slow your feet. You run too fast for the likes of me.
Let us endeavor to keep up, though we are less...
It is still scalding hot. Let's...
This is just what's needed.
It isn't looking good. The hammer's lost near half its heat.
What's more, ours is a party of women, by and large.
And I've no objections.
The heat's dwindling fast. We've got to get it out. We're nearly... Make haste. The heat's all but gone. We've made it out. Right. Now to do what I came here for, then it's...
A roaring success. Shall we return to the smithy and see how Sir Sarah fares? Okay, allow me to show you the way.
Well, now, it's someone who knows the way. Ingredients of we fight! You'll not live to regret this.
You have my protection.
heavens have opened up onto our heads.
Take heart. The worst it can do is drench our equipment. That went as well as we might have hoped. Let us cast our eyes about and analyze the situation.
What do you think you're doing?
Interested in my wares?
You bird-brained buffoon!
Brooker!
There's no time for apologies, girl. We've got to get that blade on the anvil. You're the first apprentice of mine with the gumption to do aught like this. You got the blaze hammer work done, but the hardest part's what comes next. I'll walk you through what's needed. Though I dare say, 'tis one of the few lessons you've proven yourself this day, Sarah. You're the one fit to carry on my techniques and this smithy. But not if you're gonna stand there and go.
Come in, Hi, Arisen. I've been... Here it is. Your regalious rocker had me working on it for hours. Got an area wing. I only hope you're pleased with it. 'Tis as much your success as mine. So much has changed for me since you first brought that sword. I feel as if I'm finally on the path to becoming... Thank you, sir, for all you've done on my behalf.
These writings could be of import.
Shall we take a closer look? Well, this simplifies matters. We've already got what's required here in our possession.
I'll take any support in particular. Your mornings get early.
Care to join me for a glass? I need a favour, cuz. Being generous? Appreciate you, cuz.
Overwhelming.
This hustle and bustle puts me right at home.
There's no easy thing. Making a living. Appreciate you, cuz. Here. Methinks you've...
Welcome. My arm's strong and my mind sharp. How am I to pay these debts? Not selling. I've never seen that.
Let's take it easy today.
My legs are stiff as boards after tracking. I can't look.
Now here's a welcome sight. This ox cart's back. I'll not take you anywhere till I've had my due.
Oh, the sight of yon ox cart has brought all my fatigue to the fore. Shall we climb aboard?
How dare you?
Pray, light your lantern, Master.
A minotaur hunts us. This brute has quite the temper. Might we not use their rage to our advantage? Tis his bigger. Got hold of the enemy!
Splendid.
A rift. Then, are you all right?
Dare I say it? We trounced our foe well and true. Overconfidence is an enemy in and...
I'm not taking any passengers just now, sir.
I'd wager there's aught to be found here.
Let us ponder how best to proceed.
These fiends are only truly defeated when their skulls are smashed beyond repair.
I've got a good feeling about this one. I hope you weren't expecting mercy.
I never would have expected to find a cave in a place like this.
Might I recommend we venture inside before bandits find us?
The regalia sword is brilliant to behold, Master. I expect Sir Roman will be very pleased to see it. I believe I can guide you to the person in question.
Well, now, isn't this lucky? Someone who knows the way.
We do well to keep our distance. Surely naught good can come of that.
Quite right. Let's see skeletons. There! A smashing success!
Let us aim for greater precision with our next attempt. This isn't the way to our destination. I presume you've a new one planned. Lead on. There will be other opportunities. For now, let us follow.
There are useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
No harm in picking a few. Mayhap you will think this a trifle, but curious thing. One of my former masters chose to hire only women. I wonder why.
I'll be sure to keep that in mind.
I will be your shield. I grant you roaring flame.
A well-organized pack is my specialty. I'll see... It is rather high. It might be beyond our reach. Master, I believe I could be of aid here. Might I be of assistance? The regalia sword is brilliant to behold, Master. I expect Sir Roman will be very pleased to see it. Methinks I know where to find the person you're looking for.
Well, now, isn't this lucky? Someone who knows the way. I can't wait to find out what's inside.
You'd think they'd have learned from the last lot that we're not to be trifled with.
We fight. To arms.
No quarrels here.
I shan't let them harm you. Over here, if you please.
At last! I thought we'd never find one.
We seem to have arrived without issue. But are we safe here?
This ox cart's bound. I'll not take you anywhere till I've had my due.
Quite the predicament.
Sims, don't go soiling yourself.
Oi! You can do better!
Use these flames to smite our enemies.
It seems we have enraged our foe. A reckless opponent makes for easy prey.
I did it! By the hold of the creature!
Well done, Master.
The regalia sword is brilliant to behold, Master. I expect Sir Roman will be very pleased to see it. I take it you've some business with this person. Then pray, follow me.
Riding in an ox cart would be a welcome reprieve.
It would allow us to save our strength. Assuming we're not attacked, that is.
Ah, 'tis my humblest thanks. You've proven a friend to Melv and me as well. It isn't much, but here.
Off to market I go.
'Tis good to know that Ulrika is safe. I only wish I could do more. Still, mayhap I can find some way.
Good to see you, Master.
What should I get up to today? Perhaps a stroll through. See what I can do.
I must earn people's
Here at the I get so few customers, you see, that I can manage both.
We must rest, though the sun.
Traveling in other worlds. A good sleep does wonders.
Come, we've much to be getting on with. Feeling rested, I trust?
'Tis good to know that Ulrika is safe.
Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here?
I have things to do.
Have you brought me a grimoire, sir?
Thank you for all the grimoires, sir. Is that the last of... Then you have my gratitude for all you've done. Would that I had a reward for you. Oh, mayhap this will suffice. 'Tis only fitting, really. Go on. 'Tis no cheap trinket.
Miss Trisha was positively thrilled to receive those grimoires. May her studies prove fruitful.
'Tis as you say.
Where the wolves?
We have a need for a campsite.
I grant you roaring flames.
Be
We can travel wheresoever we please.
We must save it for a time of dire need.
Well, we've eaten our fill. What say we settle our stomachs with a few hours' sleep?
Our involvement is only like to cause her further harm. Her life is in your hands, Master. Pray see her to safety. Trisha! Trisha! Darling girl.
We managed to avoid the worst by some miracle. I am grateful for your aid. You must come visit us again, once she has recovered. Oh, 'twasn't. I am grateful to you. Come visit.
I trust we've all inspected our equipment.
Off we go then.
A new day, a new perspective.
Hoy! 'Twould seem I've you to thank for saving me as well as Gran. Who could have suspected things would happen as they did? 'Twas as though my very self was about to Gran said 'twas because the magic within me is many times greater than 'tis within other people. She's going to teach me how to control my magic so it won't happen again. I can hardly wait. Oh, that reminds me. Keep this a secret from Gran. But when my magic was all out of control, I learnt a sort of technique. I'll need to study hard if I'm to try it without exploding again.
Learning to shackle such immense power seems a monumental task.
This might surprise you, but I've already mastered a... And since you've been so kind to me, I'd like to teach you as...
You've been good to me. To us. I'd wager 'tis about time. I mean to teach you one of my techniques. I've every faith. Take this.
Suppose I could enjoy some idle chit-chat?
Ah, now. I have a question for you, and I beg I shan't condemn you for it. You couldn't have known the dangers 'twould pose, and nor could Trisha. You see, a similar deluge of magic to the one you witnessed. Her father feared the same fate would befall his daughter. But now that Trisha has awoken to the wellspring within her, I will need to...
I always wanted to learn magic, but now I know not to underestimate...
Congratulations, Arisen. Acquiring a maester's teaching is no mean feat. I could not be more thrilled for you.
I shall strive to learn from your example, that I might reach new heights of my own.
There's no debilitation, a cure.
Back again, are you? I was hoping I could beg a favor of you, sir. You have my gratitude.
That went as well as we might have hoped. Let us cast our eyes about and analyze the situation.
Of course. Now, 'tis common knowledge the brine...
All this work and so few coin to show for it.
I wonder how Sir Fulvio's sculpture is coming along. Mayhap 'twould behoove us to pay him a visit. If you wish to meet with this person, I would gladly lead the way.
The vanguard is yours. Lead on.
Let me get that.
It's been some time since the title of Arisen was last applied.
The cavern's depths lie ahead. Onward?
Narrow passages may await us. Be on your guard.
Fear not. 'Tis well in hand.
Pick up every little thing you find, and your pack will soon outweigh you. Well, I know it, yet I cannot seem to resist.
You too? Oh, I'm glad I'm not the only one.
Well met, son. How might I be of service?
fine place to harvest some ingredients.
We could pick some now and use them when the need arises.
Well met. Looking to make a purchase. Hope to see you again.
I do so enjoy stocking up on supplies.
Welcome. Come back anytime. What could yon chest be hiding? I must know.
Let us hope your curiosity will be rewarded. Pray, we have a
Clark means to unveil the sculpture before a select audience. He asked me to extend an invitation to you as well. I will await you at his estate in Vernworth's noble court.
So there is to be an unveiling. I am curious to see how the sculpture turned out. Shall we attend, Master?
Good tidings to you.
We're here, and none the worse for wear.
Patrons, connoisseurs, friends, my humblest thanks for joining me here at the unveiling of my collection's crowning jewel. There is much more I should like to say, but the anticipation is apt to kill me should I stall another moment. Let us gaze upon the sculpture now. I haven't the words. 'Tis simply a masterpiece. I shall be honored to pass this on to future generations. Let us give a thunderous round of applause for Master Fulvio, who has granted the world an unparalleled gift, and for the good Arisen, who aided him in his noble
What a marvelous sculpture. The finer details are no doubt owed to our use of the Medusa's head.
Indeed. My own master and I failed to craft any plan so ingenious, and the result was markedly inferior.
Tis a masterpiece, and not less. Full glad I am to have entrusted this.
I can scarce believe I carved this with my own hands. Thank you, Arisen.
Unless I am mistaken, all we require is already in our possession.
I would appreciate your swift return, Master. A fell unease begins to gnaw at me when you are gone over long.
Well met, Sir Arisen. Might I inquire as to... So this is how the sword looked in its glory days of yore. 'Tis splendid to behold. I thought the blade ought to be restored for its history, but seeing it like this, I feel it means something more. Pray, give my thanks to the blacksmith who repaired it. 'Tis fine. And you, Sir Arisen, you have breathed life anew into one of our kings. I can imagine no worthier symbol of a sovereign's majesty. I await the day it shall adorn your noble hip with bated breath.
When does my watch end?
Must you run so fast? I can hardly keep you in my sights, Arisen.
Let us endeavor to keep up, though we are less fleet of foot.
Welcome.
Welcome. We serve all manner of fine ales here. Shall I pour you a... Come back any time. Welcome. We serve all manner of fine ales here. Come back any time.
As a reward for your Majesty's efforts, you have been invited to attend the coronation. 'Twould seem you will, of course, require raiment befitting of the occasion. I would ask that your Majesty return once you've procured... There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a true Arisen. All shall change once we have attended the coronation. If your Majesty has any unfinished business to attend to, 'tis best you do so before we depart. Very well. The coronation is to take place on the morrow. We shall depart early in the morn, so your Majesty...
Master, pray leave this place. Oh, my body, it refuses to obey me. There is a voice within my mind. It commands me, sways my very will.
Sways your will? Could it be that the gods sway? We must quit this place, your Majesty. I fear our plans may fall to naught. Let us return to the tavern. We've been had. The false sovereign commanded the pawns at the coronation, proving his own power has arisen. According to Regent King Sven, the pretender was wearing some sort of lavish necklace at the time. I imagine this artifact is the godsway mentioned in that letter. Perchance 'tis a tool that grants power akin to that of the true arisen. 'Twould do much to explain the events that we have beheld afore now. Alas, unless we find some way to unmake this godsway's power, proving your Majesty's legitimacy shall be prey. Allow me time to search for a way forward. I shall inform you.
Never could I have imagined such an outcome. What manner of artifact?
There is much we ought to tend to. We are to strengthen your Majesty's prey. Allow me to... Is there aught else you would speak of, your Majesty? Do not forget that we...
Whatever's to be done. I'll feel a sight better once I've had my mind off my troubles.
Ah, how I've longed to...
Now we've the vim to tackle the day ahead. Come, we've much to be getting on with.
I hope you slept well?
Now to report to Captain Brandt.